Welcome to Baskaran, where we bring you the latest and most pressing stories from around the globe. Today, we delve into a significant diplomatic incident that has occurred between Kenya and Tanzania. On May 18, 2025, Martha, a prominent Kenyan lawyer and former justice minister, was detained and deported from Tanzania upon arrival at Julius Nyerere International Airport in Dar es Salaam. Karua, who was part of a three-member delegation that included fellow Kenyan lawyer Gloria Kamani and human rights activist Lynn Ngu, had traveled to Tanzania to attend the treason trial of Tanzanian opposition leader Tundu Lisu. Despite being invited by the East Africa Law Society to observe the trial, the trio was reportedly subjected to hours of intense interrogation before being expelled from the country. According to reports, the lawyers were questioned about their intention in Tanzania and their planned meeting with Tanzanian opposition leaders. Eyewitnesses at the airport claimed that the atmosphere surrounding the lawyers was tense as immigration officials from Tanzania insisted that they had no documentation supporting their mission. The incident took a dramatic turn when the lawyers were unexpectedly summoned to the Tanzania immigration headquarters in a suburb of Dar es Salaam. After several hours of questioning, they were informed of their deportation, leaving them no time to prepare or gather their belongings. The lawyers were then placed on a flight back to Nairobi, arriving in the evening. Martha Karua, known for her vocal nature, has been a critic of President Ruto's administration, making it to the headlines recently after she accused the president of neglecting his duties and abandoning his position. On the other hand, Tundu Lisu, the Tanzanian opposition leader, is facing serious legal trouble after calling for electoral reforms in the country ahead of the upcoming general elections. He has been charged with treason, which carries a maximum penalty of life imprisonment if found guilty. The charges stemmed from an incident in February when Lisu, alongside four co-defendants, allegedly wrote a letter to the president urging him to address grievances regarding the Electoral Commission. Dissatisfied with the response, the opposition leader proceeded to the streets of Dar es Salaam, prompting his arrest and subsequent prosecution. The trial has raised concerns about the rule of law in Tanzania, with critics arguing that the charges against Lisu are politically motivated. The deportation of Karua and her colleagues not only raises questions about Tanzania's commitment to fair legal proceedings, but also infringes upon Lisu's right to legal representation and a fair trial. Legal experts argue that denying access to international observers and legal counsel undermines the transparency and integrity of the judicial process. The incident has since sparked a wave of criticism from human rights organizations and government officials. Kenya's Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Karua has called for the immediate release of all detained individuals and emphasized the importance of upholding democratic principles within the East African community. Human rights groups have expressed concern over what they perceive as a crackdown on opposition voices in Tanzania, especially as the country approaches its general elections. The situation remains fluid, and the coming days are expected to reveal further developments. As the international community continues to monitor the situation closely, it remains to be seen how Tanzania will navigate these challenges and uphold the principles of democracy and the rule of law. Thank you for joining us on this episode of If you haven't already, we encourage you to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest news from around the world. And be sure to like and share this video for more insightful content. Your engagement helps us continue delivering quality journalism.